So, two British museums are returning over 30 gold and silver artifacts that were stolen by UK colonizers in the 19th century during a colonial battle between the UK and Asante Kingdom, which is now called Ghana. And so, as I said, they're returning them, but they're only returning them on loan. Listen to what one of the V&A representatives from the museum has to say. Take a look.
We have a responsibility to the country's origins to think about how we can share those more fairly today. And it doesn't seem to me that all of our museums will fall down if we build up these kind of partnerships and exchanges.
Have you felt ashamed that these items are here?
I don't feel ashamed they're here. I feel they're part of a history of British Ghanaian interaction, some of which is around war, some of which is around slavery, some of which is an incredible creative Ghanaian diaspora in the UK today.
So this was an agreement that was made with the current Asante king. His name is Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. And this is a long-term, well, what they call a long-term loan, which is for a minimum of 3 years. This king, King Otumfuo, attended King Charles' coronation, which I don't know why. Perhaps he's trying to play nice in the sandbox so that we can get our artifacts back. But nevertheless, he did attend, and the gold that they are returning on loan is going to be displayed in the Manya Palace Museum, which is located in Kumasi. We need to make this make sense for me. These artifacts were stolen by UK colonizers, and they were then bought by the UK museums during an auction. So now they feel like they own it, and they are now telling the Ghanaian people, you can have it on loan, but you have to give it back. So if I went and robbed a jewelry store or an art gallery, and I stole some items during a looting, let's just do apples to apples. I don't have the right to then say, well, since I stole it and somebody purchased it in my circle, you can only borrow it for a couple of years, but then you have to return it to me. No. The Ghanaian people need to really lean in on this one and say, this is rightfully ours. So you don't have an opportunity or any right to it. I don't care if you bought it. It's not yours, and it wasn't yours to begin with. It was stolen from our people, like them folks continue to do in the continent of Africa, trying to colonize and take over and take what's not theirs. So they need to not give it back to them, and we need to negotiate keeping it in that museum in Kumasi because it belongs to our people. Right now, it's only going to be there, as I said, for a period of 3 years, and mainly for the King's Silver Jubilee ceremony. They want to have, these artifacts on display. But again, it needs to stay there with our people where it belongs. So these UK museums are very nervous. Apparently, there's even laws that's banning them from permanently giving it back to us. Could you imagine this? Something that belongs to the Ghanaian people, to Ghana. And they are saying there's a law in the UK that bans them from permanently giving it back to us. No, we can't accept this, family. We need to do whatever we need to do to make sure it stays in Ghana. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also download the African Diaspora news app. You can grab it at the Google or Apple store. You don't want to miss out on getting this app. You will have access to content you won't see here on YouTube and so much more wonderful things. So download that app. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, EA Public Relations.